Neutralize intruder! Go find whatever made that noise.
Hello, hello. There we go. Now it's working. Holy cow. Yeah, I didn't even see that guy there. How does he get a U-191 in secure ops? There's no way he's got this gun with all that gear on it, and unless his armor's at 0 and he's just wearing it for show, but that's dumb. Try that again now. I got distracted by I had to run away, deal with my dog and the kids. Well, we can have a proper warm-up. Sorry. Oh, we're in high ping. Got a little bit of ping, do ya? Okay, the whole lobby was right there. Cool. Getting shot from both sides. Another one. How are they getting this in there? Okay, how's it being done? Let's see. Are they putting it in here? Jesus Christ. So we got to figure out how to lower 50K? That doesn't answer the question about this stuff, though, because you're not supposed to be able to bring anything into secure ops, right? And we need a rig. Let's see. Does that work? No. See, people. So you can bring a U1 into secure ops. With an R red dot and a tilt grip and a silencer and a tier 3 body armor. How are dudes bringing tier 4, tier 5? Unless they're going and getting it down to like smashing it down, like grenading each other with teammates to get their armor down super low. See what this thing does with tier 3 ammo, though. After this, we'll play the real game.
Make that noise.
This is perfect because I forgot surge kits. Okay, we had a Mosin, maybe? What the fuck kind of bots were those, man?
Watch your ammo! I need guns. No don't rush in, numbnut!
That guy was huge.
Keep up, boys! Hold cover! Hold! Conserve ammo! Stagger your fire!
Alright, we're gonna try and make a play for this other guy here. Teapot. Scabber player next to us. Player. Brat. FMJ, huh? White ammo, penetrated my T5. Cool game. That U1 was kind of nice though. T3 ammo. All right, last one, because that was actually kind of fun. Look at this freak, dude. In Secure Ops. It's like forbidden. Secure Ops is like playing forbidden. It's craziness. That's a good song. Freaking Ricochet, man.
Weapons out. Enemies here. Take control.
Guy's fucking huge. A grenade or something.
We got trouble.
Holy moly. This is secure ops. This is insane. $30 rounder, a 45 rounder, and a 95 rounder full of BP. This guy must be the richest man alive. To not give a shit about blowing that kind of ammo. More BP. We don't have any grenades. Oh, what a good angle he had. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't expect him to be that. I expected him to be hugged up against the wall. Man. With the P90. Nice. I'm going to play the game for real now. Mr. Chick, how's it going? How are you doing today, man? Sunday's my normal day off. We're just doing some secure ops to kind of warm up, and now we're going to play the game, the real game now. Pietro! Hi, how's it going, man? Pietro. Critical killed me last night on Valley. Oh, working on Sunday. Just playing while the kids are happy, watching cartoons on the Sunday morning. I would be so lucky to call this work. You're working, huh? Yeah, it was an honor to have Critical kill me. I didn't even know at the time. We just got like rolled up on at the supply camp looking at the factory, helping a buddy do his missions, and then we just got steamrolled from behind, and I was like, what the hell? And then I went back and looked at the battle record when I finished the night, and it was Critical. And I pulled up the stream, and he was on the Valley. Playing with J-Buggy. Got the seal? That's cool. Get out of here.
How dare you show your cara?
Do they? I haven't really watched too much of her. She seems nice enough, though.
A teammate has found the encrypted archive. Escort them out to receive an equivalent reward.
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna get away from him. She's a good player. The man hours, how she plays at 1,000 hours, she's going to be insane. So is she fairly new to ABI? Yeah, that's poop garbage, actually. Right on. She's got a pretty decent following. I mean, every time I see her, she's always like over 100 viewers. People really like her. I don't know how new she is, but she's definitely got the attention of all of like the big ABI streamers. I don't know how new to the streaming world she is. But that's cool that she's having success. Excuse me.
Stop! Anton!
Oh boy. We gotta keep our little buddy safe. She knows the ways, she remembers chatter from previous interactions. She's a pretty good player, fun to watch, also has the looks. This will be impossible. She does have success with the whole package, yeah. You are right. Yeah, she looks like she definitely knows what she's doing when she's playing the game. And she's just having fun. She seems to have a really good personality, you know, she's always smiling and interactive, you know, which I think people really like. They like the positivity. I think some people can be just kind of like no personality duds, just kind of sit and you know, can't really hold a conversation, and I think that can scare people away. She definitely does not have that problem. I want that universal key, baby. There's like a fight happening at stables. Where the artillery. Do you want to go fight, or are you trying to extract? I might just go fight. I'm just gonna go take a look at the stables. Fitness Chick 4, thanks for the follow. Oh, it was my pleasure. It is a long time ago. I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy, but I was never on a ship. Weird, right? I tell that to people, and then they their brains like stop working, and they're like, "Huh?" Something like that. I guess that's what they say about the Marines. Marines are special, though. They get they get a little carried away sometimes. It's okay. We love the Marines. Oh.
Genocide! Who's there?
Genocide! You think the flashlight affects the scavs the way it affects, like, humans? The crayon connoisseurs? Yeah. The misguided children. I work with lots of Marines. They're great guys. They just sometimes think that they're still in the Marines, but it's entertaining. Something's going on in here. Something fishy. Oh, stables is free. You scanned it. I'm just wasting grenades. They're a little special needs, but at least they're not in the chair for us. Yeah, that is very, very true. Could be worse. Could be worse. If you're gonna be a little weirdo and a little crazy, you may as well look cool, right? Do cool stuff. Imagine being a imagine being a freak and a weirdo and a dork. I was in Gitmo, and then I was attached to the USS Mount Whitney doing security for it and anti-terrorism stuff. And I went to Greece. I was in Little Creek, Virginia. The Mount Whitney is stationed in Gaeta, Italy, which is a support detachment of Naples. Oh my god, dude. Why are they sitting in there? When I travel, was I able to game? Yeah, when I was stationed in the barracks, I had like an Xbox. Why are these guys just sitting up in there? That sucked. I should have just stayed and extracted in the little thing. Hate to lose that gun. It's okay. It's okay. Barracks? Yeah. I had my own room. And then when I was stationed in Italy, we decommissioned our base in 2009. So we were working off of a NATO pier. And our office was just a Connex box. And then we had our boat docks and then the ship. So we just had to live out in town. They like set us up with like realtors to go out and find. It's hard to hear me. Is that better? Turn down the game volume. How's that? Is that better? The game is really loud. I try not to make my microphone too overpowering, but how's that? No, I was saying I was stationed in Italy and oh, he made it out. I was stationed in Italy and we decommissioned our base in 2009. So we were working off of a NATO pier. So we had like the boat docks directly off the pier. We had the ship that was in its dock, and then we had just like Connex boxes set up that we converted into some offices. And so we had the choice of either living in Naples and commuting like an hour and a half to work, or they set us up with like a local realtor. And so I ended up just renting an apartment out in the city and had to like learn a little Italian and basically go native, which was pretty cool. I didn't get my tattoos in Italy though. All my tattoos I got stateside. No tramp stamps. No, they're all on my arms. All on my arms. What about you? Were you in the military at all? Holy moly. Well, you're just as needed as anybody else, so thank you. It's ridiculous. I miss it. I do miss it now. I wish I had stayed in sometimes a little longer. Yeah. Servicing the servicemen. Yeah, I wish I'd stayed in a little longer. It would have been cool. There's some other things I wanted to do, but I was married at the time. Like they tell you you're not supposed to do. Well, I did it. And then I got out after 4 years because my wife at the time had said, you know, she was going to leave if I stayed in. So I got out, excuse me, got my current job, and she ended up leaving anyways. Because I tend to pick jobs that are not the easiest, I guess, on family life. The first thing I did, God, this is so long ago. Got a job and was applying for a job. I was going through the hiring process with my current job before I got out. And then I was just trying to work because I was married. So saw some family. I'm 38. Memory lane, you gotta always remember. Man, it's been a long time and I've been through a lot in my life. Things start to blur. Some days I feel super young, then other days, especially when the kids are going crazy or work is extra fucked, and I don't feel so young. So, I'm self-conscious about the microphone. I hope I'm not breathing in it. I seriously do need glasses. I work at night, and it's getting harder to see. For sure, getting harder to see. The problem is I'm too lazy to go and get a prescription. I have a prescription, but my glasses don't work anymore. All right, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me know about that. I'm new to all of this, and I can't really hear myself because I don't monitor my microphone. So I can't always tell. Let's go help the boys. The boys need our help. I've tried it both ways. I don't really like it, but I also don't really mind it. But I'm not sure how beneficial it would be for me to do it because I don't know if what I'm hearing is what you guys are hearing. So I just turned it off. Yeah, better listen to her. You sound like you're a feisty one. Oh! Where's this guy? He's got to be on the other side of that wall there. Oh. Wildest fun thing I did overseas. I fought 3 Italian farmers in the middle of the street in front of a police station. Who won? I don't know if we had a winner. So what happened was, I was stuck in traffic at a red light. Oh, this motherfucker's shooting M62. I was stuck in a red light in traffic, driving down to Naples. My buddy and my then fiance, later to be ex-wife, we were on our way to Naples to catch a ferry to go to Capri. We're sitting in traffic, and the cars behind me are honking, 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 like to go, but we're at a red light at this point. And the Italians like their hand signals. They like their hand signals. So me, being dumb, I flipped them off. Well, they didn't like that. So the light turned green, we started moving. And then at the next red light, I stopped, as you do. Oh, there's the M110. So they took their truck. They took the opportunity for me to be stopped at the red light and crashed their truck into my car. And then they jumped out, and my window was down because it was hot as fuck. I was driving a 1997 Mercedes E200 green. I had a Fiat Punto, a 1994 Fiat Punto before that, but it blew up. And that was also fun because I had to drive it down a mountain in the snow, and so I just spun 360s down the mountain because it had no traction. Oh my god. What did they do to my boy? Alright, Pietro, good luck with your raids, man. So they crash into my car. My window's down. They get out, run at me, try to pull me out of the driver's side window. My buddy is in the back seat behind me, and my fiance's in the front seat next to me. So he grabs the dude's arm and like cranks it backwards. I push my fiance out the passenger side because we're in the middle of the street. Like basically like almost climb over her to get her out of the car. We all pile out into the street, and then it's kind of like a melee, right? We're just throwing punches, grabbing each other, fighting. They're farmers. Yeah, he was in the Navy too. We had served in Guantanamo together, and then he met up with me in Italy a couple months after I got there. So we were out in the street, we're fighting. They have like their old mom is in the van, in their truck with them, and this truck is like one of those wood panel like farmer trucks, right? Like it may as well have been full of apples. So we're punching each other, throwing each other around. My buddy like tackles one and slams him into the car. The old lady is standing there screaming at my wife in Italian, or my fiance at the time, in Italian. Traffic is backed up behind us now. Oh. So cars are honking and shit. So they run to move their truck, and then while they were moving their truck, wow. While they're moving their truck, we jump in our car and then take off, and made it back to Naples to his base. We actually aren't close at all. I've tried to find him. I can't find him. Last I heard, he was... How did this guy not die at all? Like, I didn't hit him at all. Last I heard, I mean, he was from New York. I think he was like a DOD cop somewhere. Or maybe that was a different buddy, but I lost touch with him. I lost touch with pretty much everybody except for one guy who lives in Florida that I still talk to regularly. He was my best man at my second wedding. I was his best man at his wedding. So he's the only one I still keep in touch with regularly. Anytime we go to Florida to visit family, we always make sure to link up. But that was that. That was probably one of the craziest things. I did stupid stuff in Guantanamo. Nothing like that, you know, but we had to pass the time, so we would try and like kill the banana rats to stew them, see what that tasted like. We did that once. We didn't have bachelor parties. No bachelor parties were had. We're getting slammed today, aren't we? I've never had to talk so much on a stream before. Nobody ever is like super interactive and watching me. So I'm trying to learn how to play the game and talk at the same time. This is like I got like both sides of my brain going at once. All right, let's see. Let's go to the airport. Multitasking is a skill. I do a lot of multitasking at work, but not really when I'm playing my video games. So this is cool though. I like it a lot. Speaking of Florida parties, do you know about the huge annual Veterans Day party in Orlando? I don't. I don't know about that. I also am very far away from Florida, so I don't know if there's ever a world in which I would go out to that unless I happen to just be there for something else, you know, visiting family. That sounds pretty cool, though. Funny enough, my buddy lives in Orlando. Went last year and they had free tattoos for veterans and active duty from legit tattoo artists. That's badass. This is the last one I got, the one down under here. I'd like to get more kind of around here, just to kind of fill in some of this space, but I'm not too keen on the idea of tattooing in the little elbow indent there. So I don't know. There's not too much else I would want to get tattooed on me, though. Like, I got all three of my kids. I got some work stuff, some Navy stuff. So, I don't know if there's really anything else. I got my pin-up. Obligatory pin-up doll. Oh, that was zoomed in so far. Free food, free beer, free haircuts, free tattoos, strippers, carnival rides, monster truck rides. Branch versus branch boxing maxes. They really go all out, huh? All right, give me 1 second. Is that good? Able to see that? No, no. I actually got that. All my tattoos I got after I was out. It never even like occurred to me to really get a tattoo until after I got out, and then I got divorced. And I was like, I want a tattoo. And I got the one up here on my shoulder. And then that just, it spread from there, you know? How that happens. You get addicted to them. ...2009 was when I was in Italy, yes. I joined in 07. Playboy magazine pinup days, yeah. Maxim magazine was really big when I was in too, I remember. Oh, the scabs are fighting each other now? That's good. I remember seeing guys with Playboy magazine spreads hung up on their walls while they were deployed. Yeah. Back when Playboy magazine was a thing. I don't even know if... Is it even a thing anymore?
Unknown force! Quick! Take them down!
Playboy print magazines and hustlers are worth a lot of money. Oh. Yeah, I don't have any. If they're here waiting for me, I'm dead. Yeah, no doubt. I'm a bot. 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 Yeah, I am old. I wore woodland camo. I had to shine my boots. I wore the Johnny Cash uniform. This is just not winnable. These guys are huge. Unless I can rotate behind them somehow. Didn't expect players to be there. Yeah, old-fashioned, that's right. Oh. I don't think we've made it out of one raid today. M995. Excellent raid, excellent raid. Had to do a lot the old-fashioned way. We didn't even have cell phones. We had a little flip phone. The flip phone still. We didn't have smartphones, I should say. Barstool Sports Veterans Day Party. Oh, is it put on by Barstool? The Sausage Castle. Hmm. It's pretty crazy. I've never seen that. I've never even heard of that.
How's the Dark Zone been treating you? Something up?
That's pretty crazy.
Something up? I heard about your Listen here.
If you're ever in need of medical...
Ah, it's you.
Kind of like a
Heard your
theme park.
combat skills have been remarkable lately.
That's awesome. Sounds like a lot of fun. All right. Take this one for a spin. We have to run this one, right? If we want to compete. Female adult film star attends the Veterans Day party every year for 12 years. At the end of the party, she thinks any veteran who wants one with the free. Yeah, I just read that. I don't really keep up too much with the military stuff. Like after I got out, I started my career and I tried to keep up with what was going on a little bit, but it gets so much. And after a while, it's just kind of like, you know, you gotta live in the present. Let the guys who are still in have their time, and you know, you just appreciate the time you had and the things that you did, and try not to live in the past. What map do I want to play? I don't know what I want to play. Which one do we want to do? Armory. Airport, she says. Airport. She has spoken. I was supposed to have people come today to my house to do some work. We're getting bathrooms remodeled, and it was supposed to be here like 2 hours ago, and they never showed up. Which I'm okay with, because it's kind of nice to have people get out. What's the first thing I did when I woke up today? Give me 1 second. The first thing I did when I woke up today was I ran and grabbed my daughter from her crib because she was yelling that she was going to pee. And then I took her to the toilet. And then I got her some milk and some Greek yogurt with honey. And I poured myself a cup of coffee. And then I came up here. But the first thing I did was take the baby out of the crib. That's the whole point behind my name and the channel here. I'm trying to be the guy that's like, you know, the dad who plays after work and gets slammed constantly. Just tries to have a good time and relate to the more casual working folks. Wish somebody would carry you to go pee. Yeah, me too. No, I have 3 kids. I have 3 kids, and I had to put a stop to it because they want more. But at some point, you have to say enough is enough. He's running away. Where are you going? No, surprise. Oh! God damn it. A surprise cannot happen. It took care of that. He wasn't making a sound. Let's try that again. A1's one shot through my body armor killed me? I don't understand that one. All right, let's try that one again. But let's do it correctly now. No, I didn't get them chopped off, but I did get a vasectomy. Military didn't pay for it. My medical insurance paid for it, though. My current medical insurance with my current employer. I said, I have 3 kids. We were like, we don't need to have any more. And then my wife got sick, and it's better off. I don't think we could have kids even if we wanted to. No, it wasn't scary. It was awesome. They gave me an Ativan. I took it in the morning, right, but like 2 hours before the procedure. And they just wheeled me in all high, and they did their thing. And then I just went home and slept. The worst part is just being sore for about a week or so afterwards, but it was really, really not as scary as people make it out to be. But I also think I got lucky with my experience. I've heard other people like they didn't get they didn't get the pain medication. It felt like they felt everything. It can get crazy. Frozen peas, ice packs. The biggest thing is you have to wear like a jock strap to keep everything contained. But it wasn't that bad. It overall wasn't that bad. I've heard of that happening. I have heard of that happening, which is wild. Yeah. You're supposed to get tested to make sure. No, but I've also been on TRT for many years, so I don't even produce the hormone needed to be able to reproduce. So it's a non-issue for me. And we're coming up on 3 years now. I was supposed to get him tested, but the thought of going to the doctor and doing that was just too much to bear. I think there's a big fight happening at Exhibition. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. My game's not rendering in. This is supposed to be a bridge here. What the hell? Oh, it's just that bright. Holy shit. Why is it so bright? Yeah, I want to go there and do all that. Maybe it's time for that anyways. I heard a pistol shooting. He might have a tapper. Nah, it's not. It's the time it takes, and you gotta drive to the doctor's office, and it's fine. We're fine. I hate going to the doctor's office. This is always such a waste of time. Half the time I think doctors are just looking to try and get you on medication whether you need it or not. Test at home and take it in. Right, but it has to be like within a certain amount of time. And the doctor's like the main the hospital where I had to take it in is like a 45-minute drive from my house. Scav. I think you're supposed to wait like a month if I remember. It's like a month or 6 weeks or something like that you're supposed to wait, and then after a month that's when you're supposed to do your test. What the hell is this? Weirdo. Can't be real. It's gotta be fake. He's fake. People could die waiting that long, yeah. Well, I mean, after going through that for like, that's kind of the last thing you're thinking about for a while. Really, what you're thinking about is, oh my god, is it still gonna work when I am ready? Or did I break it forever?
Don't rush in, numbnuts!
Oh yeah, everything's the same. Once everything was said and done and everything was healed up, it's just no difference. Except you don't have to worry about any misfortune. Like riding a bike. Yeah, that's right. Some things you never forget how to do. No missions, just PvP, trying to steal people's horses and actually survive an extract for once. Ah! That would be wild. If you forget, like, it does something to your brain. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there to the left. Are you trying to go inside or are you trying to stay outside and fight? I think he wants to stay outside. Just looking for players. I don't really need the money. Do you still take it now? Yep. I sure do. Gotta be on it for the rest of my life. But I tell you what, that was an amazing change for me. Just you have more energy, focus, you feel better, stronger, like you were like when you were young. You know? When you're producing a lot of it all the time. You feel like you're like 20 again, you know? Maybe 25. That was awesome. Yeah, kinda. Not dumb. Definitely not dumb. It's nice not being stupid. But I also, you know, don't have the same energy as I did when I was 20. And having 3 kids doesn't help, but and my job sucks and messes. I have a shitty sleep schedule. Oh, they killed him. Now we gotta pack up the homie. There we go. That's how nice of a friend. What do I do? I'm a cop. Isn't that what everybody does when they get out of the military? That's cool. Like, yeah, all right. I appreciate that. You'll be the first one I go to. Lots of dry skin, especially when it's windy. Windy or lonely? It's one of the perks of being married. They never came in here? What the hell? Did they come in here? No, they didn't. Oh, dude. Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. I'm gonna have to get off and go feed the gremlins. And be like, what has Dad done? Dad left us to fend for ourselves. Yeah, or just sitting around moping, going, Dad, we're hungry. Oh my gosh, I think I've told them. Maybe. Yeah, there was still like hair on it, and we didn't do a very good job. It wasn't that great. I think I went to Subway afterwards.
Attention all units. Access to the AOC staff entryway is now authorized. Attention all units. Access to the AOC
How big were the rats? Banana rats? They're like, the size of cats. Maybe a little bigger than cats. Yeah, they're huge. They're like muskrats. They're native to that part of the world in Cuba. And they have little hands. So they hold stuff. All right, where are we gonna get out from? Poop garbage. Where's the other code book? How did they taste? Oh man, I don't remember. I remember being like disgusted, but I don't know if I was disgusted. I don't remember if I was disgusted with the taste or if I was disgusted with the fact that I was eating a banana rat. If that makes sense. Imagine this guy had a universal key on him. I think it might have been a bit of just self-loathing, being disgusted with myself. But I mean, what else are you gonna do? You're trapped out there. Why do I see nothing in chat but still you reading chat? I'm streaming on Twitch and on YouTube. So I'm interacting with my Twitch chatter, Belgo. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. This guy's like, what the hell is this dude doing talking to himself? They say even if you're streaming to nobody, you should still talk. I think this is the guy I killed. Yeah, I killed this guy. It's the same feeling when it comes to the tuna at Subway. I don't eat the tuna at Subway. I would rather eat the banana rat stew than eat the tuna at Subway. Yeah, exactly. The TRT trolls. Get out of here. I ain't streaming somewhere else. I'm streaming on YouTube, where you are watching me, and on Twitch. And I'm amazed that I even have these two people watching me, because I'm nobody. And I know on Twitch, it's like, if you don't have a million viewers, then it's impossible to find you. And then in YouTube, I don't even know how you find people live streaming on YouTube. I have no idea how, so I appreciate you being here. Every time somebody comes into my YouTube, I'm always genuinely like, how did you find me? Feel the same way with Twitch, but I know Twitch you can have like little tags and stuff. The amateur section. Somehow we made 1 million. We needed that. We were getting absolutely stomped. We needed that. Found it by typing in Breakout and press live, but it's still cozy here. You got my sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. You want like a low key, chill experience, be able to interact. This is the place to be because you're not going to have a whole lot of chatters to compete with. So come on in. The water's fine, as the great Peanut would say. Not streaming on TikTok. I don't even have TikTok. I've never even used TikTok. My brother will send me TikTok videos and I can't even watch them. I've heard TikTok is good for discoverability. But I mean, I'm playing a fucking Chinese game right here. I'm not about to give the Chinese more of my information. So we're good. We're not going to TikTok. 20 subs. Right on. Are you playing right now? 20 subs on YouTube is big. I was slowly growing. Are you working on missions or something, Belgo? What do you got going on? Where'd my surgical kit go? Does TRT affect your hair? That's what they say. And they're probably right. Because I do notice, just for fun. Sure, come on in here. Come play a game with me. I was gonna do one more before I get off. How do I get this in? How do I create a team? So I was saying I don't know. I mean I've heard it does affect your hair. I can't be for sure though when I see hair falling out if it's from the TRT or if it's you know, just getting old. Come on in. Let's play a game. TRT doesn't, trend does. I've heard that TRT can affect hair loss in men, some men, not everybody. I hope it's the TRT because if it's not the TRT, then that's fucked, and that just means I'm getting old and losing my hair. No. I have hair. I like to wear my street god's hat. I got my hair. It's just kind of crazy from the hat. See? It just falls off. Add you. Player doesn't exist. You know, say. Just type in the team code and join the party. How often do I take TRT and how long does it take to feel it? I do it 3 times a week. Your dosage is weekly. I split it up into 3 doses throughout the week. That seems to keep it most consistent in my bloodstream and I get the least side effects. You feel it. You feel a little warm shortly after. But then when you first started, it takes like a couple weeks to really start to feel the effects as your test levels rise. Warm like a hug, yeah. Warm like I get to continue living as a man. This is my last game, Belgo, and then I gotta get off because I gotta do some stuff with my kids, so let's go. Sir. straight to the bed. Yeah. I'm so tired. I work at night, so then on my days off, I'm in bed fighting to stay awake at 8 o'clock. You do 3 times a week also, Telgo? Yeah, I like that. Some guys split it up into two, some guys do it right at the beginning, but then if you're only doing it once a week, you get the spike and then it drops off, so you kind of get these like imbalances. And if you could split it up into smaller doses throughout the week, then I think it stays more consistent. How long do I sleep? Oh man. Well, like last night, for example, I got to bed at 8:30, dozed off, fell asleep. It was like 9. And then I woke up at like 11. And I was up until 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I was up at 7 with the kids, or 8 or whatever. And then during the week at work, I got you, bro. During the work week, I get off of work at like 1 o'clock. I'm home by 1 in the morning. I usually sleep till about 8 o'clock. So I don't know, 6 or 7 hours. Eye mask. I've tried doing an eye mask before. White noise helps. But really just you're just not meant to be up all night long. Sometimes I take a little melatonin. Sometimes I'll take a shower after work before I get in bed, depending on how disgusting I got at work or what I was involved in. I need a shower. What's good, man? I see you're level 28. What do you want to play? Pulling people over for speeding. If I pull you over, regardless of what it's for, I'm not looking to give you a ticket for speeding. I'm looking to see if you are a criminal and get in your car and take you to jail. And if you're not, if you turn out to just be a normal person driving a little fast, I'm going to give you a warning and let you go so I can get on with my life. At least that's how I used to do it. I'm a sergeant, so I don't do much of that anymore. Anything specific that you're trying to do? Or lockdown? Do you want to do normal? Do lockdown farm. All right. Then when you're ready up, and we'll do a lockdown farm. No, you'd be trying to bribe me. Couldn't do that. Things have changed a lot with the introduction of body cameras. I mean, everybody's very professional, and body cameras have done a great job of actually showing that cops are doing the right thing overwhelmingly. It definitely didn't have its intended effect that the libs wanted it to, you know? And that's why some of them argue to get rid of them now. But to, you know, it also forced us to get a little better with like things like cursing, the way you talk to people. It changed the way you give people breaks. But it's just, yeah, it's different now. I mean, even if we didn't have body cameras, everybody's got cell phone cameras and they're filming everything you do. So, but it's great. It's definitely, you know, shown everybody how professional and good law enforcement in this country actually is, despite what the media tells. Yeah, I was a cop before body cameras too. It was a different time, for sure. Mainly, you were able to speak to bad guys a little differently than you can now. And mainly, it's because of court. Juries don't want to see cops cursing and being super aggressive, like motherfucking people, you know? Even if they're totally in the right and they're justified in what they're doing, it doesn't look good to a jury. All right, let's go check out the team that's going to spawn behind us. Ooh, I didn't replenish my PKs. I think I saw one run to the right. Inside the door, maybe? No shit, that is true. Honestly, people in the government and Congress and shit shouldn't get paid at all. The fuck? My dead, sir. No work, no pay. Hell yeah. Go and get that free safe, buddy. All the insider trading that goes on, and the corruption is so disgusting. I sure did. I have, I can show you after this. I have St. Michael on this arm. My pinup is holding a pair of handcuffs. guy fucked me up. He ran back towards the white tents. No, there's subliminal messaging in it. For sure. Hold on, I gotta put my arms back on. Hold on, I'm getting sniped at now. Fuck. Sorry, dude. Hold on. I think we got a sniper and that guy. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I know, I wasn't trying to leave you hanging, but I got hurt from that first fight. Your voice chat doesn't work? Says your least favorite part of my uniform or the most uncomfortable part? The belt? For sure. You're sitting for hours. It's just digging in your hips. Is he dead? Oh, thank God. Do I get to drive a Tahoe? No, I drive an Explorer. I don't really like it though. I like the Crown Vics. Yeah, I drive like a 24 Explorer. They're a lot better than the hybrids were. But I just prefer the Crown Vics. I could see more out of them. The Explorers are big. They're high up, which is kind of nice, but I don't know, it makes it a little more difficult to hop out of them. They were faster. They're not easier to handle. They would fishtail, but they sounded great. They just looked like cop cars. Aggressive. Very comfy. Lots of room. But they don't make them anymore. It's very sad. Alright, we gotta try to get the homies gear. Look at you with this battery. Holy cow. Bring their whole family to work. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know where they even drive Tahoes. They certainly don't drive them out here. Ohio. Okay. Well, that would make sense, right? Like, you guys have snow and stuff over there.
Stop hiding. Muéstrate, cobarde.
You're already looted. I looted you. I got your gun, your helmet, your headphones. Dodge Chargers. Now, I like the Chargers, believe it or not. The Chargers were so fun because they were so freaking fast. They didn't have a whole lot of room. The trunk space sucked. But, goddamn, they were fast. Chasing people in Chargers was a good time. I just got to survive and get out with all this stuff. Sure. Done all sorts of things. I've been in crazy pursuits. I've been in a couple incidents where I was on the receiving end of gunfire many times. I've been on TV a bunch of times. It's yeah, they're a lot of fun. The adrenaline dump is insane. Or used to be. Not so much now that I'm old and been doing it for a while, but they always got my blood pumping more than chasing people on foot. Oh, it's okay. I know I'm old because when I reference things to the young guys at work, they don't know what I'm talking about. I made a Terminator movie joke once, and nobody had any idea what I was talking about. That was really disturbing to me. On my squad? Yeah. But the other guys are young, right? They're like wiry and move around a lot. You know, got that mature muscle. But, you know, I gotta have credibility with them, you know? Like, stay in the gym. I mean, it's important just for the job in general, but then also, you know, I think the guys respect me more than they would the fat piggy sergeant, you know? Yeah, exactly. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine wearing that stuff and being big and fat. Regardless of the physical aspect of the job, like wearing all that shit and being huge underneath, it would be miserable. All right. Well, decent raid. Belga, sorry dude that you got killed. I got your stuff out though. No, no, no. Yeah, we don't. I mean, where I work, we wear like the outer vests. GG's brother, thanks for stopping by. If you catch me a little earlier next time, we can play a few more. You just caught me right at the tail end. Yeah, we wear polos and like the cargo pants. We don't wear like the traditional uniform. That's what I used to wear when I started off, the wool uniform, and that was always a pain in the ass in the summertime, especially because the first agency that I worked for, we couldn't show tattoos, so I had to wear long sleeves. He had tier 5 bullets. He had A1. Is it the MCX guy that killed you? Make a Discord? I thought about it. I don't know how to do that though. But you're right, I should. I'll have to look into that. That's how I do everything. I just watch YouTube videos and figure it out. That's how I figured out how to like get music on this, but you know, have it so that way it's not playing on YouTube but playing on Twitch, because Twitch lets us have music, and then I can have the VOD that doesn't have the music. So I'm figuring it out. I'm new. Yeah, the A1 bullets, tier 4. Yeah. You put up a good fight though, man. You weren't scared. You got right in it. We weren't hiding. So GG. All right, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna go feed the kids. It's lunchtime. So thank you guys for stopping by, hanging out, talking. Really appreciate it. Let your friends know to come hang out if it's a good vibe. I'll catch you guys later.